Hello, hello, hello. If you can hear me, loud and clear, do give me a thumbs up. Oh my goodness. Looks like we got a full house today. I've got announcements galore. Oh my words. All right. Hey, Nora's in the house saying hello to Kenneth. It looks like Kenneth is in the house too. Kenneth Bailey. Brenda Berner saying hi. Did I miss the video? No, you haven't missed anyone. Keeping Up with Colorado. Hey, Keeping Up with Colorado. Nora says, I'm on my iPhone. I never did live stream on my laptop. Oh, okay. Well, I've never done it on my I guess I did do it on my phone once when I kicked myself off my laptop anyhow. Hey, Kristen Smith, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness. Outdoor Dash Travels. Hello, Lisa. How are you? It's good to see you. Three Generations. Hello, hello. Nana Train. Hello. Thumbs up. You all can hear me. I'm glad. Patty Southern Kitchen and More. Hello. JJSW. Hello. Oh my goodness. Oh, Ann J. Sunday Drives. Where have you been driving to lately, Ann? I'm guessing maybe not too far with these gas prices. Oh my goodness. Susie Sunshine, hello. Carol W says hello, everyone. You got this. Thank you. CA says hello. Oh my goodness. Nana Train. Oh, we've got a full house. Van Life Voyages. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to wait a couple of minutes to let everyone get in who's going to come on in, and then I'm going to make some announcements. What did you all think of that video of the homeless couple? Whoo, I am fearful that we're going to see more and more seniors in that condition. That is my concern. And if it's a little noisy here because I was doing an interview and I ran right up to the very end and it was time for the live, and I thought I'm going to zip over about a block down the street to a McDonald's, although I have my handy MiFi I'm using. I just thought in case something happens I want to have a backup. So I'm using my MiFi, but that's what I'm afraid with continuing escalating rent, with gas prices, everything else. I'm afraid we're going to see more seniors. And being a senior, I have a heart for other seniors. So, and people who are homeless. I always think, but for the grace of God, there go I. Let me go say hello to some other people. Speaking of Grace, hi, Grace, Grace. And you've got Faye Martin. Hey, Faye. And Three Generations. Hi there, Three Generations. Carol W says that was a hard video to watch, but people need to know. You know, it was a hard video to watch, and I think what's going to be even some harder videos coming up, and I'll share what I'm going to be doing, a new series. I'm not quite through with the Financial Fridays. I'm going to still do Financial Fridays, and I have some more exit plan videos, but I'm always working on what's next for you guys. And uh hey, Lindy and Lovey, good to see you. Good to see you. But wasn't that a beautiful? For those of you who've seen the video that I put up, was it just yesterday? I think it was yesterday. The video for Financial Friday on the tiny home, Gail's tiny home. Was that just spectacular? She is so artistic that I didn't know what to focus on. The beautiful artwork on the wall that she did, this moss covered thing with feathers and everything was just, and then the countertops. Did you see those countertops, those epoxy resin countertops? I was like, holy moly, those were beautiful. And she's going to do the other side. I like to be there when she does the other side, and see, but I don't know if I can arrange because it's way up in the mountains, up in Mount Laguna. But it felt like I was on the top of the world. It was so beautiful. All these towering pines. It was just amazing. Van Life Voyager says, thanks for sharing the good and the bad truth of things. Yeah, there is some bad things too. Lucia Marie or Mary says it made me sad that she is away from her babies. Yes, on the homeless couple. Yeah, it's you know, I don't even know what to say. but I was there, and I was there trying to see if I could contact someone from this organization called Brother Beano's, which they hand out food and do a lot for homeless. See if I still haven't given up on that safe parking lot. So I was going to see if I can start getting some other groups to collaborate with me and get several organizations together, and we go down to a city hall meeting together in force. So just because I'm not showing a lot on it right now doesn't mean I'm not working on it. I'm still working on the safe parking, but that's why I was down there. And I was talking to the guy who runs the shower trailer, and I was telling him, I was just sharing with him how my heart was going out to everyone I was seeing, and he told me, he said, "Well, there's a couple there you might want to talk to." So that's how I happened to meet Carmen and Ramon. But anyhow, Nana Train said, "Oh yeah, wasn't that?" I know I'm back jumping back and forth from topic to topic, but yeah, that tiny home, it was just so beautiful the way she had it. And she even had, I thought it was so smart. She had that day bed downstairs in that little area that if she needed to convert it at some point when she could no longer go up downstairs, she had that down there. Yeah, so it was just beautiful. Hey, Kenneth says you made her feel appreciated in her tiny home. Well, I so appreciated her being willing to share her tiny home. And sometime next week, I think maybe on Financial Friday, I will share her outdoor space, which is just beautiful. And I want to share that because she had a shed. It's a small shed, it's a tiny shed that was built on her property, well, on the lot that she's renting, rather, that her next door neighbor, who is a woman, built the majority of it, and then she's doing the insulation, but they did it out of fencing material and plywood. And I was thinking, you know what? I bet when I get my property that I want to put some tiny homes on, I bet I could do it really inexpensively rather, with some plywood and fencing material. But what you'll want to watch this and focus in on the shed. I didn't focus as much on the shed as I would have liked to after going back and watching the video, but her outdoor space, it just shows you can have a tiny house, but if you have beautiful surrounding around it, if you cultivate the whole area around it, you're really going to live outside if you're in the proper climate, if you're in a good location. But let me go back. Hey, D Bulls, I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. I'm so glad to see you back up in here. Kenneth says, we love you for so many reasons. Oh, I love you too, Kenneth. Thank you. Keeping Up with Colorado says, hit the thumbs up. Yes, do hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Keeping Up with Colorado. And Keeping Up with Colorado, I am going to, sorry, I'm moving around here. Got my thing here. I'm going to see if I can't do something and make you a moderator since you're reminding everyone, but I don't know if, you guys know I'm not good at multitasking. So trying to hit this, get this going, and do this all at one time, I'm not that good at it, but my phone doesn't seem to be, oh boy. Well, maybe it's going very, very, very slow. So if I can, Keeping Up with Colorado, I'm going to have you become moderator. Hey, Kimberly Burkhart, welcome. Brenda is saying, don't give up safe parking. I'm not going to. I'm really not going to. I like to remind young people that they are next to be old. That's a good thing to say. I like that. That's a very clever saying. They certainly are next to be old, and things need to get fixed. They do. Hey, Gary's Wild Outdoors, how are you doing? And Panda Chicken Mama. Hey, Panda Chicken Mama. Are you going to make panda chickens out of your panda orange chicken out of your chickens, or are you just using them for eggs? Hey, Laura Farrell says, have you considered straw bale tiny? I have not, but I saw one. I saw someone that did that, but I think you need a whole lot of skill to do that. And I know I don't have that kind of skill. Hey, see you, Chan. I didn't miss the cutie pie. And Van Life Voyages says the short video of our 12 by 12 shed. Oh, you've got to, cool. Go over and watch. I didn't know you had it up, but I know that Tanya said last week you were going to put one up. I will go over and watch that. Go over and check out Van Life Voyages. They have a video of a shed that they had constructed on their property. So go over and check out Van Life Voyages, their shed. I'm going to go over and check that out too sometime later today. I've been wanting, but I think a shed may be one of the, I would like to have several things on the property. I'd like to have a container home, maybe a couple of mobile homes, maybe a couple of sheds, as well as the container, and then maybe, my Glowmobile. So, and I'd like to have a couple of pads where people who just need somewhere to come and stay for a little bit, even a couple of months just to get a reprieve. I like to offer that to people, especially seniors. Especially seniors are parents with children who just don't have anywhere to go, but have a vehicle, or that they could come. That would be my heart's desire, to be able to do that. Of course, everyone would be properly vetted, but I'd like to have a little community. And I was talking to, who is it, Gracie from Gracie and Jacques Adventures, and we were talking yesterday, and she was saying, maybe a couple of, she knows several people who are looking for property, as do I. And if we could buy properties all adjoining each other, maybe we could have a little community. I thought, what a cool idea. Wouldn't that be a cool idea? But anyhow, keeping up with Colorado says, thanks, Arcuda 2001, which is Nora Keg over on Instagram. Go check out her beautiful paintings. But hey, Judith Williams Hudson says, hope everyone has a safe and happy Memorial Day. Yes, I hope everyone does. Thank you for reminding me of that. Hey, Miss Nat says, hi, Carol and the Glowbee family. Hello. Panda Chicken Mama says, I can do it all with chicken and eggs. Rabbits too. Wow. Now, I've tasted rabbits. It's actually quite tasty. But, I don't think I'd ever be able to grow anything to eat, because I would just get too attached, and I'd be looking down at Brer Rabbit on the Sunday table, and I'd say, nope, can't do it. But anyhow, Laura says, that would be wonderful. Where are you planning on getting land? Well, I've been looking a couple of places. I actually haven't looked in Nevada yet, but I'm going to start looking in Nevada. I've been looking up near in Apache County, which is up in the mountains in Arizona, and I've also been looking up in the mountains in California. The only problem with the area I'm looking in California is forest fires, and trying to get insurance up there. It could be a real serious problem. But everywhere you go, there's going to be a problem. There's either going to be hurricanes, tornadoes, forest fires, something, Gary's Wild Outdoors says, I had a mini shed, insulated and wired it. Yeah, I totally did all the work myself. Wow. It was 12 by 20 and it was super nice. Wishing I still had it. I bet you do. On my parents' property, my dad had a shed built, and it was on a concrete slab, and he had it wired and everything. So it was really very cool. It was like his tool shed. Patty Southern Kitchen and More says, thanks, Judy. Same to you. I'll have to check that out, what Judy said. Keeping Up with Colorado saying hi to Timeless. Hello, Timeless. How are you doing? Lindy and Lovey says, I want chickens. I do too, Lindy and Lovey. I am crazy about them. Someone bought a duck into Walmart. I can't imagine someone bringing a duck into Walmart. But you know what? Let's face it. You're liable to see almost anything in a Walmart. That's just the way it is. Felicia Williams Butler. Hello. I'm headed to Arizona to purchase property. Oh, Felicia, hit me up on gloriouslifeonwheels@gmail and let me know how you went about it. Did you do it through a tax lien? Did you do it through a real estate agent? Did you look on Landmodo or on Zillow? Let me know. I'd love to know. So hit me up, Felicia, on gloriouslifeonwheels@gmail.com. Kimberly says, do you ever consider yourself coming to Southern California to offer your help with the homeless? Well, I actually am in Southern California, and I do offer help to the homeless. I used to give out food for my cooking shows, but I haven't done as many. But I was talking to someone the other day, and I need to start doing some cooking shows again so that I can start handing out the food again, because it was really appreciated. And just cooking, even if it's not a show, handing out food, setting a couple days a week or at least one day a week when I'm in town, that I can hand out food. Hey, Felicia says, Apache County is where I'm going to settle. That's where I'm looking, Felicia, because number one, the property is affordable there still. And number two, I looked in Navajo County, which is where Sholo is, but the restrictions were pretty tight in Sholo compared to Apache. And Apache County is where Camper Van Kevin just bought some property, some off grid property. So, although I think he already has septic in, if I'm not mistaken, but I want a well. I really want a well, and that's going to really jack up the price. So, but I just, I don't know, but I just feel a premonition that I need whatever property I get, I need to have a well on that. That's going to be an issue. I don't want to count on having water delivered because if that goes down, then you're in bad shape. JJ says our community center in town just started a garden for the homeless. Well, I was just at an event for kinship event for grandparents and family members who are raising other children. And one of the things that they had was this uh, raised bed section where they used to raise vegetables and then sell them at a farmer's market. Well, they don't do that anymore. So I was asking them if they would be willing to let our little group of grandparents and others who are raising children do a community garden there. And they said they would. Not only would they do that, but they have volunteers who come through the week who would tend it for us and water it, so we'd only have to come there maybe once a week. So I think we're going to be starting a community garden. Kenneth says, "Love your vision." Oh, thank you, Kenneth. That is really a dream of mine, and I just hope that I'm able to do it. Uh, Laura says, "Oops, I'm sorry, missed that." Who is that saying underground water tables are dropping and monsoon season is hit or miss? Okay, who is that? Come back around. Let's talk about that. Keeping Up with California says, "Hey, Carol, are you able to receive super chats yet?" I don't know. I think so, but I'm not. I don't know. I don't know, but I guess you could try. But any super chats I get, that money I will donate to others that are in need because I make money off my YouTube channel, so I figure the super chats I should put that aside for others. But Stella's got it. Hey, Stella's got it. Said I did email you. Not sure if you received it. I didn't see your. I don't think I saw your email, Stella. Stella, could you email me today, and then I will know to look for today's date. I get so many emails. I can't. I don't know. Don't get me to telling tales out of school. So Stella, would you email me today? Then I will know to look for today, and I will specifically look for today and see your email in there. Kenneth Bailey says your cooking adds years to life, so they can stick around for more. I hope. I wish. I hope it'll add years to my life too. Van Life Voyager says you are right to have a well a priority. Water is very important. Yeah, I just I've found some property that didn't have wells on it, was really cheap, but I don't want to have to take a chance on drilling and then come up empty. You could spend I was talking to someone, they said it could be up to 30,000 or more to drill for a well, and I can't afford to do that. So I need a property that already has well in it. I would also like a property, I know this is asking a lot, God, but I'd like a property that has electric. If it has electric, that means it would also have septic, because they will not let you put electric in if you don't already have septic, because they don't want you there having electric and living there and emptying waste, human waste everywhere. So you have to have septic before they will give you a permit for electric. So Miss Ned says, Carol, you're rare, Jim. Thank you, Miss Ned. So are you. So are you. Nora says, yes, Super Chat is available. Thanks, Nora. I didn't know that. Arcuda 2001. I think I did get a super chat last week, but I don't prioritize that, so I don't really pay that close attention to it, to be honest. Nomad Extina says that was me about the water tables. I'm concerned about Nevada, my first love, and Arizona being as bad as California. Water issues. Wells are, yeah, they're very expensive and no guarantee you'll hit water. That is true. That's why, Nomad, I want a property that already has a well on it. But as you say, you're not guaranteed on those water tables, because there was a company from Saudi Arabia that came in, was growing these crops, and were digging wells to get water for these crops that they were sitting back over the harvested grains to Saudi Arabia, and they lowered the water table so low that it completely um, depleted all the water at the levels that the wells were in, at the depth of the wells around in the town around the or surrounding that area, and all those homes basically are worthless now because they have no water and they can't afford to drill 1,000 feet or more like this company did. So, and there aren't any regulations in place right now in Arizona, is my understanding, limiting how much water you can draw or how deep or what, so you can have one company come and draw it all or draw it, the table down so low that everyone else is up a creek without a paddle, literally. Oh, hey, Nora, thank you so well. Nora, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, what a lady, what a lady. I appreciate everything. I just do. I really do. Because I know, first of all, you're spending your time here with me on a Saturday, and I know you have other things you could be doing. So I value your time. Hey, Stella Scott is saying hello, hello. Um, Outdoor Dash Travel says that's good thinking. No septic, no electric. Yeah, no, they will not let you put in electric without septic. Hey, Adele says, I just made it. I had someone buying my wicker furniture at 3 p.m. Very cool. It sounds like, did you have a garage sale? Did you have it listed, Adele? Um, Shirley Griffin said, no Arizona or California living for me. Now, what's your reason, Shirley? Do you have what's your reasoning? I'd love to hear about that. Joy Route, hello, Joy Route. Frankie, welcome into the chat. Nomad Extended says, I have been so tempted to buy land in either Arizona also. Like you said, it needs to already have a well. Yep, I think you have to have a well. And someone mentioned water catchment above, being able to catch and store rainfall's price. That's true. The other thing I want to make sure is that I own the water rights. As crazy as it may sound, there are areas that you cannot catch water at, and that you don't own water rights if their water's going through your property. So as I'm researching this more and more, make sure you own the water rights, the air rights, the mineral rights. I mean, it's crazy, but you have to double check all of these things to make sure. Wouldn't that be some? Can you imagine buying property and then having oil found on your property and you don't have rights to the oil? I tell you what, I'd say fine. I have oil on the property, but you can't come on and drill it because it's my land. So you can't get the oil unless I get a cut of it. Now, I don't know whether that would fly legally, but it seems to me like it should. No one's getting oil on my land unless I get a piece of it. But that's just how I feel, and that's the rest of my story. Shirley's saying, "Oh, yeah." Adele is saying hello. Topi is saying well water can have issues with not being fit to drink. Be careful when you buy with a well. Make certain it's drinkable. Yeah, you do have to have it checked and making sure that it is potable. But I also would have filter systems that, Berkey's on steroids so that I could, if I had water, be able to drink it. If I have to filter it, that's better than not having water at all. But that is a good point that you do want to make sure that it is, if possible, you want to make sure it's drinkable. Nora says, my life is quiet. Nothing else going on Saturday night. Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky. Sometimes I wish I had one of those quiet lives with nothing, no drama. I tell you, I have plenty of drama over here. You have a teenager, you got plenty of drama. Take it from me. Shirley says, reason is both states will face water shortages. Well, you know what? Colorado is going to face it too. Also, Nevada. Look at Lake Mead. And is Lake Mead's in, is Lake Mead in Arizona? Or, I'm sorry, the Hoover Dam, I meant to say. Look at the Hoover Dam. My friends left Arizona for Israel years ago. Well, that's not an option going to Israel for me. So I've got to find somewhere a little closer. And I don't want to be on the East Coast, although I love the East Coast and I have a brother there. But I've just, I'm it's kind of hard to teach an old dog or this old dog new tricks. I'm kind of a West Coast girl, but I guess if I had to, I'd make the adjustment. Locked for Life. Hello, Locked for Life says hello, Miss Glorious, and everyone in the chat. Hello, hello. Traveling Conservatively says, hi, all. It would be great having a licensed nomad physician on property by choice for minor illnesses or meds. Wouldn't that be cool? Or, a physician's assistant, someone that would be really, really cool. maybe I should make a list. Okay, we want a chef, we want a physician, we want a accountant. Who else should we have? Who else should we want would get top priority for being part of this little community? Okay, I want a physical trainer. Let's see. Oh, definitely a plumber. Well, I wouldn't really need it. Well, definitely a handyman. Someone can do all that. Definitely someone who knows solar. So I don't know. I never thought of that. That's a great idea. Van Life Voyager says 85 in the chat. Welcome all. Thank you, Van Life. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Every single. Oh yeah, Dell is saying yeah. Nurse practitioner. Joy Route says Carol Panera has included cold drinks in its subscription plan. I know. I go over there and I'll tell you what I like over there. I mix up. They have this green tea, cold green tea, and I never did like Dr. Pepper, but cold green tea almost to the top with some Dr. Pepper in it. Oh, I'm loving that. I forget what kind of gold green tea it is, but it's really good. Yeah. I get about a cup of hot tea every evening and a cup of cold drink in the morning. So I'm getting at least 2 or 3 drinks from Panera every day. So they're losing money on my membership, but hey. Joy Route says exercise guru. That's right. JJ says me. Hey, we'll see. How about a Chinese food chef? Oh, that's a good, who can make good egg rolls, good orange chicken, good egg foo young. Oh my goodness, yes. That would qualify. That would qualify for a spot. Kenneth says, "Whenever are you going? Wherever you are, our hearts shall be." Ah, Kenneth, you say the sweetest things. Thank you. Van Life Forge says, "I'm an Aria and Tanya." Okay, all right. You got a spot on the ship, Tanya. You got a spot in the lifeboat. Let's see. Graham says, hello from Roma, Queensland. Hey, Graham. Hey, did you catch up and see your niece and your great nephew yet? You were heading out to see your belated sister's daughter and meet her little new baby. Did you get a chance to meet him yet? Joy says a therapist. Oh, definitely a therapist. Definitely a therapist. That should be number 1 on the list, actually. Keeping Up with Colorado says, how do I attach my visa to the super chat? Trying to send. I don't know. Keeping Up with Colorado. Thank you. That's so kind of you. I don't know. I guess I could look it up, but I won't. I'm not going to do it right now. But I'll check it out and let you know. But mainly, I'm just glad you're here. I'm just glad that you're here talking with us. Lindy and Lovey says, Patricia, it will get easier in a week. I will have lived in my van for a year. It was hard at first. It was. Lindy, would you like to come up, Lindy and Lovey, come up and talk about some of the challenges that you faced when you were first in your van? Because there are a lot of people who are going into this life who don't know what some of the challenges are. If you'd like to come up, I'll send a link. But let me say hello to everyone else. Shirley Griffin says, overbought. Used to live in the state of North Carolina, Asheville. Oh, Asheville. I've been wanting to go to Asheville. I hear it's so beautiful there. And Black Mountains area, left due to the influx of people. Yep. A lot of people. It kind of didn't Asheville kind of become really preppy? Kind of, I know that's an old term word now, but didn't it come really, kind of really kind of very expensive too, from what I understand. Joy Route says interesting combo green. Yeah, Joy. I love their green peach tea over at Panera too. And traveling conservatively says absolutely, Adele. Who is this? CTV says ask Miss Patience. There's an awesome water filter, 3,000 gallons for $40 to $50 at HSN. Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out. That's up $40 to $50 for 30,000 gallons. That's pretty good. Does it get viruses and parasites and all that too, CTV? Adele says I need a massage therapist on the property. Yep, definitely need a massage therapist rather. Panda Chicken Mama says Pandemonium's got a community north of Williams. Yes, she does. So does Bob Wells. I like how Pandemonium's got a homestead for nomads going on. Have you checked out her channel? Yeah, I do. I do watch Panda. I do watch Aja from time to time. In fact, a couple of years ago, I went to one of her birthday parties. But yeah, I do check out Aja, and she does have a good little homestead starting there. Nora says it's super chat charged to Apple account as far as I know. Well, that's all above my head. I have to admit that's above my head. Brenda Berner says I've been following Lindy and Lovey. Well, let me. You know what? Yes, Asheville is now expensive, crowded too. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard, Shirley. So where are you headed now, Shirley? Um, Nora says all of us Yorkers are. Oops. All of us Yorkers are moving town to North Carolina. I really do want to. My brother is in North Carolina, so you know and my dad is from North Carolina, so I have really roots and connections there and family there. So Graham says staying at the Roma Gun Club, $25 per night, power and water included. That's pretty good. I've seen CJ the new baby last night. He was a month premature. Wow, and is now a month old. So tiny. I bet he is a tiny little fella. Wow. JJ says please look into veteran grants. Well, I'm not a veteran. That's the only problem. They assist communities or therapy groups in the financing. Some that suffer from PTSD and homelessness really need some kind of safe place to reconnect with life. Well, I think you're talking about maybe for others that I encounter, because I do encounter veterans out on the street. So I will look into that, JJ. Thank you very much for that information for some of the veterans that I encounter. Shirley says, we have the fresh, free spring water in my state. Ooh, wow. Fresh, free spring water. That's pretty. What state is that, Shirley? Did you already say it? Nice. My mind is like a sieve. It comes in and goes right back out. So what state is that, Shirley? Joy Route says, where is Tim? I don't know where Tim is. I don't know. That's a good question. I have to check and see. Maybe he's traveling. Um, Nora says, us Yankees are moving down to North Carolina. Yankees. Kimberly says, gotta go, Glow. Have a blessed evening. Keep up your great work. You're greatly appreciated by many. Thank you so many. Thank you so many. Shirley says, Ozarks is where I've been since 1991 after a life of traveling from the Ozarks, child free by choice. Okay. Okay. Well, I said I was going to announce the upcoming summer glow meetup. So let me go ahead. I've got my little book here, and it says where it's going to be is at the William Heise, Heise Park. That is in Julian, California. It's actually right outside of Julian, but it's still within, I guess, the parameters of Julian. And it's a beautiful, beautiful park. I have reserved 9 spots. I already have one. 2 people have asked to have a spot, and so that's 3. So I have 6 left. But you can also contact the William Heise, Heise, and after I well actually I'm having a senior moment is what I'm having. But I'm going to go in and see if I can't add the address to the description on this particular video. But if you want to get a spot there, it's going to be, as far as the spots that I have reserved in the loop that it's the number 1 loop. It is number 1 loop, and it's numbers, I think, 1 through 19 or 1 through 20. That's the area that I've reserved in. Now that has power. I think it's 30 amp power. It has water. From I could tell, most of the sites have a picnic table. Not all of them, but a lot of them have a picnic table, a fire ring, so we can have nighttime fireside chats, and that's what I like to do. And I'm putting together the agenda now, but email me. Let me see if I can put this. Email me at gloriouslifeonwheels at gmail.com. Email me there, and let me know that you want a spot. I will hold your spot for 5 days. It is $90 for the 3 days. It's going to be July 10th, which is a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, leaving on Wednesday. Again, it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, leaving on Wednesday, and it's $90 total. There are other spots available, but I only reserved 9 because I didn't know how many people were going to come. So you need to either $90, and I will put my address and, or not my address, but my mailing address. I will also put the well, just Gmail me, let me know you want a spot, and then I will interact with you, and I will save spots, first come first serve, for 5 days, for you to reach out to me, let me know, and send in your, I would prefer like a postal money order if you can, and then I will just deposit them all, cash them all, whatever. But there's only 9 spots that are like that. If those 9 spots are taken, there are some other spots in that circle. I think, again, it's circle 1, and it's 1 through 20. There are other spots. You can do it. And let me how do I let me see if I can do another banner. It is create a banner. I'm going to put the name of the park, William, and it's a county park, and it is in Julian, California. For those of you who don't know about Julian is really a beautiful little town. It's a quaint little town. Okay, I'm adding the banner. Well, I don't know. It's not going. So, but Julian's a quaint little town that is up in the mountains. It's just lovely, and it's famous for apple pie is what it's famous for, because they have apple orchards all over there. So you can go in and you can have delicious apple pie. It was an old mining town. There's an old mine. You can take a tour of. It's a guided tour, but it does cost to do it. And there's just cute little shops, quaint little shops. So it's got a lot of cute little things around there that you can go into town. But we're going to have an agenda. I plan on having a couple of seminars on things that would help you if you're in van life or nomad. I plan on, or even if you're not a nomad, also plan on, I don't think I'm going to do a cooking demonstration this time. We'll also have a couple of giveaways and fire chats, and we might even have a potluck, or do some hobo packs, or even s'mores. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's really going to be a lot of fun. Hey, ask Miss Patience. Hello, says Brooklyn here. Okay, Brooklyn. Graham says you have a couple of bomb technicians here. I hope no one ever needs our help. I hope not either. Although the bride is becoming quite the van mechanic. Hey, Sylvia Torres. Hello. Jay Piana says, hello, Glow. If you go with Arizona and looking for people to buy land adjoining to make a community, hit me up. And I promise you can vet me till forever. Myself, am 65 and would love to show the blessings. Okay, well, Jay, hit me up on Glorious Life on Wheels, so I'll have your information how to contact you. Do you have a YouTube channel? But Patty and Pump says, where are the dates? I missed it. The dates are July 7th, which is a Sunday, for 3 days. 7th July. I'm sorry. Let me start all over again. I'm looking at July being the 7th month. The dates are July 10th, which is a Sunday, 10th, 11th, and 12th. It's 3 days, departing on the 10th, 11th, 12th, departing on the 13th. Oh, boy. So July 10th, Sunday, the 11th, Monday, the 12th, Tuesday, leaving the 13th on Wednesday. But if there's open space, you can always stay. I didn't do the weekends because weekends are already booked up there. I couldn't get but maybe one space on a weekend, if that. So weekends, I have looked high and low. So next year I'm going to have to start looking way earlier, because everything I try to find groups. Now they do have a group. It's kind of a group. They say a group area, but they were really, really spread out. Now they are closer together, but if we want to get together and do things, who wants to have to drive all the way back down if it's way, way, way far away and walking late at night? So I thought, we'll just do it all in this one group area where we can be closer and walk from. And I thought we would also, for those who are interested, if you want to share your vans, we'll have an open house time at some point during the weekend. And we might even do a little trip into Julian together. I mean, I'm open to suggestions. If you have suggestions, put them in the comments after this live is done. The comments as to what you would like to be included in this. But again, if the 9 spots are all taken, then what I will be doing is I'm sorry, not what I will be doing, but what you can do if you still want to go on July 10th through the 12th, leaving on the 13th, is contact the William Heise, Heise, and I will put it in the description after this live is over, Park, our campgrounds, and you can make your reservations directly through them if we're all done. Hey, old van girl, how's it going? Says hello. Saw you were living it. Yes, love what you do and are doing. Thank you, thank you. Kenneth says someday I can't wait for fireside chats with you. That would be lovely, Kenneth. That would be. Van Life Gina. Hey, Van Life with Gina. Oh, I am so looking forward to meeting you in person in June at the O22. Oh my goodness. That is going to be so wonderful, so amazing. Those of you who don't know, Van Life with Gina has a YouTube channel. Go over and check her out. She's always shouting people out, sharing them. In fact, she was one of the first 2 people who shared me out on her channel and got me, I forget, was it to 200, Gina, I was trying to get to? But anyhow, she got me over the hoop and to my 200 mark when I first started my channel. So much love to Gina. Much love to Gina. Hey, Tara Weidman says, I'm glad I caught you live. I'm glad you did too. Hey, old Van Gal is saying hi to Gina. Well, I also have some additional information. Okay, this is a little more difficult. Now, last week, I'm going to go away from the comments for a minute. So if you have a comment, Jessica, can you hand me that? I can't reach over with this. Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, sweetie.
Yeah, I got you.
Last week, I told you guys I'm going to be starting a series. My throat is a little dry. Excuse me for a minute. I'm going to be starting calling it Straight Talk from the Heart. You guys help me decide on the name, but it's going to be just straight talk on things from the heart, and some will be happy, some will not be. Well, the first thing that I'm going to do on my Straight Talk, this is really a difficult thing for me to do, and it's going to be a series. And how this came about that I decided to have this be my premiere series or premiere shows, I got a text about a week and a half ago from Kat. I don't know those of you who've been around for a while, but in about October of last year, I interviewed someone who was living in a trailer on the streets. Her name is on the street, rather. She parks on the street. Her name is Kat. She used to raise golden retrievers, and she still has 2. Her life partner of, I think it's like maybe 40 years or so, passed about 2 years ago, and she found herself living in a trailer they had just bought with the idea they were going to travel up the coast to Oregon, and but they never got to do that. He was so sick and he passed. Well, she started living in the trailer by herself. She didn't know how to do anything. I mean, she didn't know how to hook it up, how to unhook it. She'd never even driven his truck that was pulling the trailer. And I remember one time she got stuck on the railroad tracks. They had to stop the train. Oh, it was just a nightmare. But she has since been learning how to do all these things. Well, we know another lady named Kat who also is living on the streets, but not on the streets, but she parks on the street in an RV. Well, she's in really dire situation, and her RV has been impounded before. I intervened. Um, she got it back, and this time I don't think she's going to get it back. So she texted me to see, what we could do, and so we went over there and talked to her, trying to give some suggestions, see what we could do to help. And anyhow, that was kind of a bust. But like, it's so typical of, I'll say, cat number one. Cat number one is who I'm going to do the series on. Cat number one, to think of everyone else but herself. But at the end of the text, she just, by the way, she said, I got a diagnosis of colon cancer. I was like, holy moly. So, and I want you to do a video on it. So I'm reading this and I'm like processing all of this, because the C word is a big, big thing to me, as, lost my mom, dad, grandma, uncle, numerous family members. It's big in our family. So I'm like, I don't want to do something on this topic. I just don't. And then but I called her and I said, well, she says, I really want you to. And then she said, and I'll tell you why. I'm having all kinds of challenges getting the services that I need because I don't have a permanent address. She said, I'm having to maneuver this whole system being a nomad. And she said, I'd like to share with other people what the challenges are when you get sick, really sick as a nomad, and what you have to do to overcome those challenges. Now, what do you say to that? Okay. I mean, I'm like, how can I say no to a request to do that? But in the back of my mind, then I'm also thinking, this is a really sensitive topic. And I'm going to go all over this in a video that I'm hoping to air on Monday, as I'm interviewing her on a video that's going to, I hope, fingers crossed, be the first straight from the heart, straight talk from the heart on Monday. But I'm thinking, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I have the skills to do this. This is really going to take someone like a professional documentary type of person. I don't have those kind of skills. But she said, yes, I want this story told and I want you to do it. Would you please do it? So I've agreed to do it. I'm going to follow her from the start, which is right now her diagnosis, to her journey through this Herculean experience that she's going to go through. And I'm going to bring it to you. I'm going to share it with you. And I asked her, I said, this is really personal. How much of this do you want me to share? She said, I want you to share it all. I want anyone who is facing a difficult medical challenge as a nomad, I want them to know what they're going to be facing. I want you to share it all. So that's what I'm going to be doing starting Monday. I don't think I'm not going to be doing it every week, because, she's going to be in the hospital and different things. So it won't be every week, but it will be periodic, maybe every other week, maybe once, twice a month. I don't know. I really don't know how this is going to be. She doesn't know how it's going to be. They don't really know anything until they really go into surgery. So, but I'm going to be bringing her story to you. And that's going to be this first. Who knew when I talked about this, just how intense this was going to get. And I think I may have shared just a little bit last week. I don't remember, but I kind of decided to do it, but I was still battling with myself. Do I really want to do this? Do I really want to deal with, trolls out there who will say, oh, here's, she's doing this just for views. No, I'm not doing this for views. This was not something I really looked forward to doing, but I think, I'm going to honor her request and do it. So that's what's coming up Monday. Tuesday, she shared something with me on Monday that I'm going to do a very short video and share on Tuesday. It's going to blow your mind. It blew when she said, oh, by the way, I got to tell you something. Well, I'd already finished video and I was like, oh gosh, I've got to put this on video. This is unbelievable. So Monday is her initial story. Tuesday, blow your mind, short little video. And then Friday, the tour of the backyard with Gail. I don't know if I'm even going to have a video Saturday. I'm probably going to be so exhausted I won't be able to do anything. I want to do a cooking show this week.
Yes. Yes.
Jessica's like, yes,
and
yes.
And the park.
Jessica's like,
I miss the park. What do you call park?
She misses the park. Remember when I used to do videos in the park when I didn't have my van? But anyhow, so let me get back to these comments. Oh, that's a big mouthful, but that's what's happening here. Now, how do I get this banner off of here? Does anyone know how to get the banner off? But anyhow, hey, Nim, sounds very painful, informative, and life-changing for people. Big stuff. Yeah, big stuff. We'll see if I'm up to the task. I just don't want to, I want to do it in a sensitive manner, and I just want to do it honoring her and honoring her desire. If you really got to know her, you would know that she's a person who is always helping other people. I mean, always. I can't tell you how many people she helps out on the street. Even when she has hardly anything, she gives from that, So, hey, Mo Bang, where have you been, Tim? I got anyhow, I'll talk to you later, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, Tim. So we got to talk about this conversion. I'm not going to say what we're converting yet, but we're doing a conversion one of these days. Adele says, where's Tim? There he is. They've been asking for you, Tim. Mrs. S says, Lindy biopsy. Oh, in a few weeks. Hold, I missed that. I wasn't watching the comments, so let me go and see what have you guys been talking about since I've been gone. Everyone's saying hi to Tim. Traveling Conservatively says, that's huge. Lost my brother. Oh, wow. 5 years ago to stage 4. Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry to hear that, Traveling Conservatively. Shaking my head. I'm dreading ever being diagnosed with that or any serious illness other than age. I heard that. I did hear that. Kenneth Bailey says, that is why we love you so much. Thank you, Kenneth. Graham says, we love you all dearly, but I've got to tell you, your healthcare system is a disaster. Oh, Graham, you're not telling us anything we don't already know. We know that. If you're, I can't tell you how many people I know who have had terrible results with healthcare problems because they didn't have good insurance. Honestly, the level often, and I think the majority of time, just like sometimes the legal system, the level of care or representation that you get is based on money. Bottom line, how good is your healthcare insurance? How good a plan can you afford? That it unfortunately often is the case. Topi says, I'm sure Mo Bang for your bucks. I missed that. So everyone's saying hi to Mo Bang. Hey, Mo Bang, people are missing you. Everyone's saying hello, hello, hello. Nora's saying, wow, Tim, I used to work at Board of Elections. Fun time. Oh, so Tim, that's right, Tim, you do work. I bet you were over at Board of Elections. Well, I'm not going to interfere with a man and his money. That's for sure. So Lindy and Lovey says, it's part of life no matter how you live. Just think of it that way. And you know what, Lindy, I was supposed to do an invite to let you come up and share a little bit about your experiences on let's see if I can get it. Your experiences. Well, okay, I think I'm getting this. I think I got the link. So, Lindy, if you want to come up, you've just finished from what you said. I've got Glorious Life on Wheels down there, the link. If you want to come up and share a little bit. Hey, Naj, hello. Welcome in the house. Hey, Sojourner Shrink, welcome in the house. If you want to come up and share a little bit about your first year and what you had to overcome and the challenges, love to have you up to say hello. Hey, Sherry, when are you going to do your new van? Oh, no, Sherry. Probably. I'm not sure, Sherry. I don't want to get to telling tales, so I'm not sure, Sherry. I'll see. Stephanie from Schooly Vibes is going to help me do some decorating. So when I get that done, I plan on it. But I've got to take my old van up to Portland to get some things done that needed to be fixed from the original build still. So I don't know. Lindy and Levy says, I choose not to have it the next day. What's the rush? I think everything thoroughly before I do everything. Well, that's true. But if you want to come up, Lindy, and share some of your oh, there you are. Hold on, let me see.
I
hello,
did.
Hello.
Hi.
So you've been living as a nomad for a year now?
Year June the 6th.
Wow. So what made you decide to go nomad?
I lived in my van for 2 years, 2011 through 2013. I won't go into the details, but I had a job at KFC, and I said I'm gonna have to move into my van, and they said you can live on our parking lot, and that's what I did for 2 years, without
Wow.
anything. I had a little mattress, a bucket, that was it, and I did it for 2 years, and I loved it. So that's all I've been talking about is getting a van and moving into it. I got an apartment, did all that, but my son didn't like the idea. Then he lost 2 co-workers in the same day, all young men, and he said, I understand. And once he agreed, I got my van and solar, and that's what I'm doing. It's my last adventure.
So what do you have in your van? What
I have everything.
Okay.
There'll be no review of my van. Trust me. It is so crowded. I have everything. I have a lot of solar.
You have, how much solar do you have?
I have 3,500 watts, but I have a 2,000 Bluetti, a 1,500 Bluetti, and a 500 Bluetti.
So you do have plenty of solar. Okay, so you're
a lot of solar.
You're equipped for an alien invasion.
I am, and I carry 6 months worth of food. So the rest of my storage is food.
Okay.
I'm a prepper.
Well, I tell you what, with the price of food, you're saving money by having that food in there right now.
Yeah.
So now, do you boondock primarily? No,
I work and I live on the streets. So I'm in Northern California. I live on the streets. I got really lucky where I work at Walmart, where my Walmart is, which I'm not going to stay on here very long because I have to go to work in just a little bit. I live on a street beside a field. There's no signs that say no parking. I love it. I have my doors open. I have a lot of privacy. 80% of the time I have a breeze. I'm like you. I want an air conditioner and I got one. I do not want to put a hole in my van. Don't want to do it. Can't do it. And I'm just doing Arctic airs and I love them. I had 2 last year. Now I have 3 and that's all I'm going to do.
So the Arctic air does it for you?
For me, yes. For me, yes.
Now, Lindy, how old are you?
I'm 75 in July.
Wow. Okay. And you're loving this life, it sounds like.
I certainly am. I certainly am. And I also wanted to tell you that I just was diagnosed with my 3rd cancer. And you need to do that interview with her. Cancer is just a word. You can defeat it. It is not. It's just a word. It's just a word. That's all it is.
All right.
And if you just look at it that way and you just handle it that way, you're going to be fine.
Now, did you have to have treatments that were difficult because you were a nomad, or were you a nomad at the time of your diagnosis?
I wasn't a nomad at the last year. I was diagnosed with 2 cancers on the same day, liver cancer, kidney cancer, and breast cancer. And I had 2 major surgeries in 6 months. This one is lung cancer. They're all very at the very beginning. I'm very lucky. Yes. And this one can be treated with 1 or 2 laser treatments, but I have to do a biopsy. I've been through a lot, the PET scan, the CT scan, all that junk. And I've been a nomad, but I have a permanent address. I use my son's address.
Oh, okay.
And so I haven't had any. I've stayed with the same doctors. I'm 6 miles within my hospital. So everything has been easy for me because I've stayed in town.
So by having a permanent address, it's not, you don't have some of the challenges that she's going to have.
No, but they know I'm living in my van. All my doctors know I live in my van.
Okay.
I've told them.
Okay.
I've told
Yeah,
them.
but you have a permanent address you can use.
Yes, I do. So
Now,
that might be easier.
now let me ask you this: if you were advising someone who had to move into their vehicle, they didn't have a choice, what would you say 3 things that they must do? The 3 must-do things right at the start. What would you say they were?
I would say water,
Okay.
food, refrigeration.
Now, a lot of people just have coolers, but you think refrigeration is really important?
Well, you can have a cooler, but ice costs so much. Um, Refrigeration is about under $300. You know, I got
Right.
a set more. And again, it can run on a 300-watt solar unit. You just have to have a solar. I mean, you know, you can run it, but when it's really hot, my 2000, it will use it up in 2 days because
Okay.
it runs almost 24 hours a day. So you have to have panels. I mean, I won't say I will not put solar a necessity, but for me, it was the first thing. I bought it before I ever moved. A year before I even moved into the van. That was the first thing because I wanted to learn solar.
Okay.
I learned it, you know. So you just have to learn about the different things.
Now,
What is important to you?
as a solo female in your van, do you have any fear of being, a victim of a
No,
crime or anything?
no. I had more fear in a house. It was very difficult for me to live in houses because I had a great fear of too many doors, and they can come through any door. For me, I've lived in studios with one door. I prefer one door. I just have a thing about it. In my van, I'm totally fine and no problems. I have more problems in the house.
Let me ask you something. What's the average cost of a 1 bedroom where you're living in the area you're living in about?
The average cost is about $1,400 a month.
So you're saving $1,400 a month by
Well, I
not.
have a van payment. I have a van payment, so I'm saving about 1,000. My van and insurance is about $400 a month.
So you're saving about 1,000 plus you're not paying. And in California with PG&E and some of the, and even SDG&E, utility, I can't believe how much my utilities went up this last 6 months. So you're saving a significant amount of utilities too.
Yeah.
And they
Last year, it was over $100 a month. That was last year. I can't imagine. And that was in the studio. I can't imagine what it is now.
And I just heard that they put in for a request for increase for water also, and that the governor's talking about doing water restrictions and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Penalties if you use more than a certain amount. So you're probably at least $160, $70 probably $200 a month in utilities. So between the 1,000, so you're saving about $1,200 a month then from what if you were okay.
Yeah, and I don't travel. I can't afford the gas. You know, I just can't. I'm within a quarter of a mile of work, and that's what I drive back and forth every day. So
now, do you live primarily on Social Security, or do you have to work, or do you work because you want to? What's your?
I'm trying to pay off my van and all my bills, so I want to work.
Okay.
And I enjoy it. I love people. I want to be with people. I really do. And at my age, I believe, and I've always worked. I've never quit, even though I retired at 62. I truly believe that mentally and physically, it is so much better for me. I tried staying at home for about 6 months, and I was just forgetting everything. I mean, I still don't have a great memory, let's face it. But I do a Saturday and a Sunday call to my husband. I'm not husband, my son. Every Saturday, and I always say to him, "This is my Sunday call." Sometimes I call him on Tuesday or Wednesday and say, "This is my Sunday call," because I forget which day it is. Okay. So, but yeah, it's just it is what it is. What can I tell you?
Well,
now I forgot what we were talking about. See?
So now you have a channel, right?
Yeah. It's funny. I have just had 30 people sign up. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Kid Rock, but Kid Rock contacted me. Now, I don't know if it's a scam or not. Okay. I cannot tell you if it's a scam, but 3 days ago, I got contacted through another channel on a comment I made, and he commented and he asked me if he could be friends with me. And he sent me a private email.
Wow.
And it's interesting. And since his contact, I've gotten 30 people. I don't know who they are,
Wow.
but people are just signing up. How they know that Kid Rock contact me, I don't know. Is it really Kid Rock? My son says, is it Mom? I said, I don't know. He's just as nice as he can be.
Well, what is the name, your channel? Can you tell us again the name of your channel?
It's Lindy and Lovey.
Would someone please, my moderators, please drop the link for Lindy and Lovey? And I'm asking everyone who's in this chat and everyone who watches this video, would you please go over, watch all of Lindy and Lovey videos and subscribe? And what is your membership right now, your subscriptions right now?
Oh, I don't know. It keeps going up. I think I'm at 150 or something. You started me before. You know, I only had like 30 viewers, and you did this once before. And because of you, I got up to like 100 viewers.
Well, so, this time we want to blow it out this time. We want to get you up to 500. 500. So I want everyone on here to keep watching, share her videos out, tell your friends to join, watch them, and we want to get her up to 500. That's our goal, 500 for Lindy and Lovey. And
I'm not that interesting, Glow. I'm not that interesting.
I think you are. You are interesting, and you have a really interesting story. And you know, you're a survivor. You're a survivor. Yeah. You're optimistic outlook. You know, you're encouraging. You know, I just think there's so many positive things that you bring to the table, and we want to get you up to 500. So who's over here? Tim, Nora, all of you guys, can you please drop Lindy's Lindy and Lovey the link to her channel, because we want to get her up to 500. We really want to get her monetized. That's what we'd like to do, is get you monetized so you're starting to make some money here, so on this channel. So all right, well, thank you so much. I appreciate your coming on. And
but we didn't talk about how living in a van. We didn't even get to that.
Well, tell me, so, what would you like to share about that?
I would like to share that you need to be patient. It is difficult. You have to learn how to empty your urine buckets. You have to learn things you've never had to do before. You've just assumed it was taken care of with one button. These are all things you manually have to do. If you can just be patient with yourself and give yourself a chance, you will find that it just becomes tolerable.
What do you think is the biggest personality trait a person needs to cultivate in order to successfully live in a van?
Be positive about everything. I don't allow any negativity in my life whatsoever. It doesn't have a place. You must be positive about tomorrow. And remember, tomorrow is not guaranteed. And every day I hand it over to God and I say, He does a better job with my life than I do. Okay? He runs a better job.
Now, having said all that it's difficult, that you have to learn new things and be patient, would you ever consider going back to an apartment or something like that?
Well, I may have to. My health has more issues than just that. So I am looking into low-income housing, and I will as soon as I get some other results back. But I knew I would only be in here a short time. As I said, it was my last adventure. I knew I would have to eventually move into someplace. I'm just not ready yet, but I will be.
But so this is your way of just having, like you said, your last great epic adventure until you have to. Okay.
That's
well,
right.
Thank you so much.
I have to settle down.
You have to settle down. Thank you so much for sharing with us. And I think we have all been really blessed by just hearing and meeting you again. And I hope that we will see you again in the near future.
Yeah, I'll see all of you. How do I just hang up?
What I will do is I will take you out and pull you out, and that'll be it.
Okay. I'll see everybody, and Thanks to
Thanks
all
so
my
much.
viewers, my subscribers.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye, Lindy.
Bye-bye.
What a delightful lady. What just an encouraging, delightful lady. Let me go over to the comments. Do you believe it's already? Oh my goodness, it's 4:15 already. I'm always running over lately, but what can I say? You know, I couldn't not have. I mean, that would have been a gym we would have missed if I hadn't done that. So let's say everyone's saying hi V. So V, oh hey V Hinton's in the house. Debbie Johnson, hello everyone. All right. Oh, Mystery Achiever. Lindy's channel is Lindy and Lovey. Yes, please go over everyone and subscribe. And I would love to say hello to my first timers. If I have anyone in the house who is a first timer, would you please put a number 1? Because we love, you know how we do, Glowbies. We go over and show some love to our first timers, our newbies who are new into our families. I'm trying to look at my phone here as I'm talking, but you know I don't multitask very well. But Sylvia Torres says, Carol, Lindy is very truthful on her videos. She is interesting, especially being a 2-time survivor. Wow. Yep. At least you accomplished your experience. She did. She accomplished what she set out to do and did it with a great, great heart. Okay, who's number 1? Ann J, Sunday Drives. Hello, welcome. Can everyone go over and welcome Ann J and say hello, welcome to our Glowbee family. Hey, Kathy Smith, first time in the house. Oh my goodness. And Ann J says she's a 1-month-old channel too. Well, we'll have to check that out. Sunday Drives, go over and check out Sunday Drives. But hello, Ann, and hello, Kathy, and welcome to our Glowbee family. We're so happy to have you in the house. Can everyone go do greet Kathy and please, and Jay, greet them. Now, anyone who's here, before I sign off, if I got any creators, could you put a big C up there for creators so we can all say, oh, thank you. I see Joy Route and other folks are greeting Kathy and Ann. Thank you, Nora. Thank you, Miss. Everyone is greeting them. If you're a creator, please say, Toby says she's an OG, original Glowbee. Yes. Thank you, Lucia Marie, for saying welcome. Thank you, Nana Train. Okay, all right. Outdoor Dash Travels, Lisa, hello. Lisa, big C, big C. Sojourner Shrink is a big C as a creator. So go over and check out Outdoor Dash Travels, Sojourner Shrink. Who else is Ann J is a creator. She just told us that. Everyone else, hey, Fordman, aka Kenneth Oakes, go over and check out Fordman. He's a very loyal. He's always posting me on Facebook for our lives. Thank you so much, Kenny. Go over and check out Fordman, aka Kenneth Oakes. Keeping Up with Colorado. Who else is a put a C. Come on, the rest of my creators. If you want me to call you out and us to know that you're a creator, put a big C so we can say hello. Oh, El Marie. Oh, I don't have my glasses on. El Marie Dixon
right there,
is a.
right there.
Hold on, let me see so I can see. Oops. Is a new number 1. So say hello to. Is it E or El Marie Dixon? Say hello. Who else is a creator? Oh, Fordman, aka yes, is a creator. Let's see who else. Joy Route. We got Joy Route. All right. Yes. Ann J says Kitty is an awesome person. He is. He's a fabulous person. Fabulous person. Well, it looks like another Saturday has come to a close. I'm moving this computer a little bit. Sorry. Has come to a close. I love each and every one of you. I'm so glad you're here with us. Do check out. I did just an amazing video of a tiny house yesterday as part of the exit plans. And I'm going to be doing her outdoor area probably on Friday, maybe. I'm not sure. But also I want to do a couple more episodes, I think, on the exit plans. And then I'm going to be diving into this series, this straight talk from the heart with Kat. It's going to be, I think, a difficult, a challenging one, but hopefully I will be able to do her justice and tell her story and honor her journey. So, everyone, thank you so much. Adele says that was a cute tiny house, wasn't it? It was. Carlene Griffith, thank you, Carlene, says thanks for a wonderful chat. Have a great evening. Those of you, again, who want to attend the meetup at William Heise Park in Julian and want a spot in the one of the 9 spots that I've reserved, do hit me up at gloriouslifeonwheel@gmail, and I will send you information and stuff. There's 9 spots. Well, actually, we're down to -3, so we got 6 spots left, and then you would need to go to William Heise directly and make your reservations. All right, everyone, have a great and Janice, I didn't see you sneak in here, Janice, but have a great weekend, everyone. Have a wonderful Memorial Day. Honor our veterans, honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice, and those who are still here but still made sacrifices being away from their family. I know firsthand, my dad was gone most of our childhood. He made a tremendous sacrifice. Drive safely, because people are out driving crazy. So be safe. I want to see each and every one of you back next Saturday, and go check out Lindy and Lovey and check out and give her some love. We want to get her up to 500. Love you all. May your journey be filled with joy and blessings. And I'm going to try and sign off. It seems like every time I end this broadcast, I never sign off, and you guys are just chatting away. And Tim will call me and say, "Do you know your live is still on?" And I'll be, "Oh, brother." All right, so I'm going to try and really sign off this time. So I may come on a couple more times, but see you guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.